How you guys doing? This is very important in reference to the history of America and the laws and the deeds departments. There's advertisements going on that Bill Gates is trying to claim that he owns American farmland and claimed he owned the most farmland or something. And then the fact that there's advertisements of him claiming that he owned half of America. No, Bill Gates does not own half of America. He's a German, isn't he? This is America. Germans cannot buy up America. America is America. Germany's in Germany. No other country can buy up this country. It's a European American country. You understand that? Germany is not part of Europe. This is very important in reference to the history. Money does not talk in this situation. Money is not the persuader of this country. This country has guidelines in reference to land. Land cannot be purchased by any outside person in reference to certain amounts. There's only certain amounts of land that a person can purchase or lease in America. And in reference to the FCC, they are required by law to stop the false advertising of Bill Gates. Now, I like business. I like people talking about wealth. I like people being, people getting excited about talking about things. And if Bill Gates is involved in damaging my teeth, he has to get prosecuted. But anyways, back to the point, in reference to people talking big and talking in exaggerations of wealth or popularity, that's kind of what happens sometimes when people advertise things. But in reference to there being articles of Bill Gates claiming he was buying up America, Bill Gates claiming that he owned half of America, or Bill Gates claiming that he owned farmland in large amounts or something, that's not legal. That's false advertising. And he can get arrested and he can get indicted or subpoenaed into court for those false articles. Bill Gates has never been the richest person in America either. Bill Gates does not own the most land. Bill Gates does not employ the most people. Bill Gates does not have the most expenditures of a company. So, in reference to the factuality of what makes the person documented as the richest person in America, there's many different things that go along with that, such as land ownership, business revenues, business expenses, overhead expenses, and then seeing what it tallies up to. It's not like funny money kind of things, like political illegal funding of things. Do you understand that? So in reference to the laws of what being the wealthiest person in America is, or the false advertising of people trying to claim that they thought they were richer than certain people of old money in America and land and history, or the fact of people trying to call people crazy, people trying to make up accusations, people calling people crazy by burning them with satellites. Now, that's illegal. Now, when they burn people's mouths and they mess up their teeth, you ever seen those, what are they called, Jicata peppers or something? Hot peppers? If anybody ate those, you see them jump around like they're on wildfire, you know what I mean? And so in reference to people playing their satellite games, calling people crazy, I've even sent the satellite numbers of the individual satellites that have been burning me over the years. And these satellite controllers always try to communicate shit, trying to call me crazy. Never been crazy. I was a straight A student. And check the score in reference to my score on the SAT, in reference to history, and the I-STEP test. They were top in the country, top in the nation, weren't they? And other things in reference to schools that I went to. And accomplishments in media, accomplishments in athletics. Check to see if I have any Olympic gold medals. Check to see if I have any Super Bowl rings or Super Bowl trophies or anything like that in reference to history. And in reference to ownership of sports teams. And other things. And in reference to when I've had to wear, different skin color, I've had to wear fake faces in certain movies or television shows or music or makeup. This is very important. This satellite man, government man that's damaged my teeth, that's dirty activities. They're dirty, disgusting people to be doing that. That is a crime. My teeth are specifically documented. And every person involved that has damaged my teeth must get prosecuted no matter what. That is intrusiveness on the body. That means they're entering the plain area of the opening of the mouth. That is an orifice. That doesn't mean it's a fist to hit somebody orally in the mouth. Any misconceptions of definitions of medical terms of what these people are trying to misrepresent. Other people misrepresent terms. They look it up in the dictionary and then they find out what something is. Their oral asphyxiation doesn't mean to fix somebody's teeth in this situation. It means they are damaging a person's teeth because they are jealous of a person's teeth or smile. In America, there's freedom laws, freedom of expression. A person having legal right to smile or to be in their normal zone or happiness or, whatever the point of it is. Any structural damage is attempts of murder. Their activity of defacing a person's identity by mutilating and damaging their face and lips and teeth is a crime. That is physical assault. The government trying to say they didn't know what causes that, they're liars. Extensive heat on a person's teeth causes damage. Burning a person's face with a satellite causes damage. The government covering that up means they're intentionally covering it up, and it is a crime. It's a violation of human rights. It's a violation of beauty laws. It's a violation of a person's family history. It's a violation of family law. I'm not the child of this man who is in the satellite control room, whichever person that man is. I'm not that man's child. My teeth are my real teeth. These people did real damage to my teeth. That is physical assault. There's been documents of the Supreme Court and the Treasury and international documents that says, do not try to mark on my body. Do not try to damage my body. These people tried to do these things because there's a historic document called the Royal Protocol. It's in the media. These people are trying to mark on my body, trying to put their stink on things to try to get some notoriety in reference to their abuses. My anatomy is completely documented. Birthmarks, beauty marks, and scars from top to toe. And other documentations. These people wanted to mark on my body with their graffiti and their vandalism to try to sit there and laugh among their party of criminals, such as they were trying to make themselves feel famous because they had damaged something on my body, like they were tagging something, like somebody marking on something, somebody putting graffiti on something, somebody vandalizing something. Well, I'm a real person, and I'm a historic living document. That means they're not allowed to mark on my body. They're not allowed to put their laser tags on my body. They're not allowed to cut or scar or mutilate or damage the structure of anything on my anatomy. They're not allowed to steal my penis. If they stole any of it, they get put on trial for the death penalty or life in prison no matter fucking what. If they stole any diamonds out of my body, they get prosecuted no matter what. If they even physically assaulted me, they can end up in prison for attempts of murder no matter what. No matter what level of government they are, the deeds department has to arrest these people that have done these things to me. It is factual law of deeds and historic media laws, which the FCC should have arrested these people. And the FCC has to go after people false advertising, slandering my character. That is a requirement of law. That's what that office is for, in reference to protecting landowners from people false advertising and claiming they owned land that they're trying to steal from me, or in reference to my parents or grandparents. These people do not have a legal right false advertising their positions. They do not have a legal right making up these accusations. Germans trying to judge Italians or French or Asians or Europeans and slandering their character. That is illegal for them to be doing that as their way of capitalizing or trying to persuade people to believe, as they're trying to bribe people with their slander and their false promising of people as their way of trying to steal my land and my companies and my identity. I have rare genetics too, rare blood type. Purple blood, someone might say. None of these people do. My grandparents had purple blood. My mother and father had purple blood. These government people trying to make up lies to try to claim that they were relatives of my grandparents or relatives of my mother and father. Or they tried to play this game of stealing my sperm and trying to steal children is what they've done. They damaged my teeth. They have to get prosecuted no matter what. There's nothing that causes that except extensive heat or handheld lasers. Food does not cause that. And I drink my coffee lower than 110 degrees. So, in reference to me drinking coffee, or cappuccinos, or lattes, or espressos, always wait for the temperature to go down. And this damage was there before I even bought my coffee maker. The new coffee maker I bought. And, I even drink my soft drinks out of this is a Starbucks cup that I have. And I have another cup, which is the Nightmare Before Christmas. And I got some California coffee cup. I got a California coffee cup, and got 2 Hollywood coffee cups too. I've had those for years. And this satellite man was still damaging my teeth. Now look at the information in reference to historic landmarks that I'm the owner of. Who do you think owns the Hollywood sign? Do I own it? Who do you think owns the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Do I own it? And then somebody will say, oh, you were blocking. I didn't block nobody from getting on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. If you meet the criteria of what the guidelines are in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, then more than likely you would have had to get you a star on there, wouldn't you? But I'm not the one blocking people from getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. If you don't meet the criteria and what is required to get into that position of where they decide whether you get a Hollywood Walk of Fame star, then that's the criteria you have to meet. Basic information. And that satellite man is snaggletoothing me right here. The man that has slandered my character and slandered my teeth, they're messing with my mouth. They're trying to blow my saliva through the back, through the front. Like they're trying to make me spit when I'm talking. That's physical assault. Invisible physical assault is a crime. Do you understand, government man? Like, for instance, when somebody does something and nobody's seen the person do it, there still is evidence of the damage. You're sitting there claiming you're not the ones doing this, satellite man, and you are the ones doing it. You and your government agents. And you're basing this on your German law? This is America. America does not accept German law or the German ways of false advertising.